Good morning, my friends, and welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and I'm your host today. Let's look at what we got for, let's start over here. Breaker. All right, so we've got the British pound. We broke out above this structure here. Just clear out all my old trades here. Now we're returning down back into this breaker. You want to see this breaker hold price? You could actually come down to these two candles right here. So we're going to be inside these two candles, also inside this inversion fair value gap you see right here. So look in this kind of area right here. So we have midpoint of the breaker is also the beginning or high of the what used to be the CIBI is now inversion fair value gap. And we also have this BISI that hasn't been filled yet on the downside. All this inside here is still fair game. We have hit the top of this, so we could get it just to run straight up from here. We're 14 minutes away from the open, so we can expect to see a run down into here. I don't want this to become an inversion, this whole area to rebalance. You want that to stay open and continue to the upside. If you want the next price leg running up, that is. And let me just do the usual. This is our live. Good. So look for this to hold price inside this little yellow box here. To show you something similar on the daily. We have the blue fair value gap. We have a small little price imbalance right here. And a fair value gap sitting right here, which is now an inversion fair value gap. So look to see if price will come back to there. Let's see what we got over here. Breaker here. Oh, way above that one already. Okay. Looks like we've broken these highs and got into this 8-hour CIBI. To come back, I'd like to see it just touch the top of that daily fair value gap. We do have a 8-hour discount. Fair value gap. See what that lines up with. It's inside the 4. Definitely inside the 1. Yeah, look for it to return back to that daily fair value gap. You want to see some support here. And British pound. We're back inside that breaker again. Where have we been? Midpoint? Yeah. I like this as a low. We'll move back into this. Let's move into Japanese yen. We're back into the midpoint of that daily fair value gap again. We're hopefully finding some support in that, looking for a run through this order block and take out those equal highs on the weekly. Australian dollar did run out the highs already. So I didn't want to see it run out the highs. I wanted to just sit a little short, kind of hover below it, and then run up after the open. But we may just get a small range day today. We came all the way back to this inversion fair value gap here, as you can see. We just tagged it. Now we're getting a reaction off of it. So if we do get continuation, so I just tag that inversion fair value gap, and then we have more upside. So again, above these highs, stronger bull candles above these highs, and then look for this little imbalance up here. We also have this breaker here that we seem to be bouncing off of. On the daily, we're inside that one, you see. It's 2-day breaker. This is a daily inversion fair value gap, so we'll keep an eye on that one. That breaker's been worked. Not really a breaker. Didn't really break below that low there. So mitigation block. We're finally finding some. We opened right on that fair value gap high, that inversion fair value gap. See that? And then we're heading up. I like this equal highs. This is the kind of stuff you want to see now take off. Now that we've had the support at that level, we've dipped back into the order block. We've bottomed out on the bottom of this daily fair value gap, inversion. Now we have upside prices. So let's see. I like New Zealand dollar. The We just dipped into that fair value gap there on the hourly. We're still 5 minutes away from the opening. And then oil. Look for these little pockets down here in oil. We're on the hourly, so let's look at this one here. Alright, so you got this fair value up here, this little guy right here. And then I can't see except this little guy way down here. Yeah, that wick is that fair value gap busy. This is a breaker. We ran old highs, came back inside. The fair value gap there, and we broke down below, came back up inside. I expect to see downside prices this today on oil. Over the next couple hours, may see a return to this weekly low, then push down for these if we don't run for them right away. We're at relative equal lows right now. So if we don't get a pop back up here and then a run down at 10, or we take out these lows at 10 and then start to return back up. There's your two scenarios there. Gas worked its way back into the weekly inversion fair value gap and just kind of hit it. We wanted to see it get through this yesterday, and it just kind of hit the opening and then reacted back. And now we're looking for another little heavy drive up. I still think we have a potential for a return to this. I'd like to see this stay open. Create this little, it might be just going sideways here for a bit longer, creating book on both sides, run them out, then decide to drive up. How's that first scenario? We haven't broken anything market structure to the upside yet. We've had an impulse leg, fair value gap. So we have this impulse leg, broke the high, came back, hit it, got outside that inversion fair value gap. And now we're digging into that candle. That's the breaker. So you want to see it get through here, get past this inversion fair value gap weekly, and start to really work up in there if we want to see this thing turn around. If not, then we may be revisiting back down into a discount of this small little range we've created here. The low on this candle is 11.14, 13, 14, oh no, 11.37, 11.02, 12, so far this has taken, what's the high on that? 1027. For S&P 500. Still looking for this price imbalance up here. Looking for price to run up there today or tomorrow. That'd be a good place for today. Run up for the high of the week. And then the reversal to happen and pull back into the range created this week on the imbalance. Either a fill off that order block. Yeah, that's my objective right now, to look for these equal highs up here and then that price imbalance. Tech has already run its old highs there. It's already ran that imbalance yesterday. Where is it going to go next? So it has a higher time frame fair value gap weekly over here. Let's look at this one. I still don't want, I'm getting delays in that data package I paid for. I don't powder blue and gray. That's the upside for the weekly objective. So if we're going to hit the outside, the bottom half of that this week, have a nice run up into the 16,000, 16,028. Look for that. Okay. Yeah, so we have that break above these old highs already. You could potentially see a return to here. Look for this weekly breaker. So I want to see this kind of hold price if it does decide to come back down. Oh, that's daily, sorry. Use a light blue breaker for that. right. Dow Jones. Let's look at Dow Jones. Dow Jones is looking for a run up to its highs here. There's a small little tiny imbalance right here. Little sibby. So look for price to run to that for Dow Jones. Now we're through the threshold of this. They're looking for these old highs to get taken right here. That old high and that imbalance. So I'm kind of looking up there for the rest of the day or early into tomorrow. If you're buying a Japanese car with Canadian dollars, we finally broke the high we were looking for. We've been calling for a few days now. So now you want to lose this threshold here. I want to continue to see there's a tiny, tiny imbalance in here. So this is where my eye goes next. Keep your eye here for the week. And gold. We have we'll take this big beefy guy right here and run him out. For the breaker to hold inside that fair value gap here. I'd want to see this thing stay open even though we've broken these highs here. If we get a large body that breaks through this fair value gap here, this BISI, and we come back into it, we might be getting a reversal situation to aim for this fill here and these lows. Return back into that initial consolidation that started this run. So look for this fair value gap to hold. And that BISI to hold, or sorry, that breaker to hold. Let's have a look at the American dollar. The Dixie. Oh, there's no delay there now, finally. We've returned to this little fair value gap here. The body has filled it, or the wick has filled it. Now we're back inside this fair value gap near the middle, the midpoint, or consequent encroachment. Let's look at the monthly or the daily. Yeah, there's a big chunk down here. Try that again. We're going to go to the edge of the daily there. And we're going to turn that into our daily template. Make sure I get all the letters in that in here. And let's look for what is the potential here. We're inside this inversion fair value gap daily here now. I'd like to see that start to hold price. Let me let's change this to this, just so I get a little bit more clarity here. So I want to make sure this has got we'll call it an inversion fair value gap from there. Text. Save as 1 day inversion fair value gap. Oh wait. Okay. Slightly darker. That will be my inversion fair value gap. So we're looking for the midpoint of that, which is where that lines up with this. Then a continuation on the downside. Yeah, we want to see this hold. If we start getting back up on top, let's look for this to start filling in again, back to at least these old lows here in the bodies. We might just get a body end up here tomorrow, pop into the fair value gap, like get a small candle day today. Then open tomorrow, Thursday, pop into that, and then reverse. So that will be the fair value gap continuation. That's the potential. We'll see what that ends up like today. Still got delays on that. Why the hell am I getting delays on this? Alright, let's go back to one I can actually get a run on. It's a British pound, revisiting that. Those fair value gaps, or no, that was the BISIs here. Sorry, BISIs. Revisiting the breaker. Swing low. That's the parent breaker of that big run down there. Mitigation. So look at euro to hold price here. Off the top of that daily. Fair value gap. There's a small price imbalance right here. Start getting down to the 1 minute now, and if you can get some support off the top of this and see a silver bullet entry for a long above these old highs here and into the midpoint of that candle right there. You want to see this whole price though if you're going to go long on euro. So look for a small break in market structure at the 1 minute. Look for the CIBI from there, or the silver bullet from there, and then run for highs. So that would be a BISI that you'd be looking for as a silver bullet entry on the 1 minute. And we're a few minutes away from, so dip down into here, for 10 o'clock, the reversal. To start running these old highs, get back into that range. Really nice discount of this range created this morning. Let's go to a 1 hour here. That fair value gap has now been filled. One, two, three. Yep. We do have fair value gaps down here on the hourly. So we'll see where price holds in the next 10 minutes or so. If there's anything specific you guys want me to have a look at or comment on, just pop it in the thing. Morning, Huddleston. How you doing, buddy?
Morning, Darren.
Hey, good morning, Kevin.
It's Joey.
Oh, it's Joey.
It's Joseph. Yeah.
Oh, there you are. I haven't seen you for a while. I was expecting that to be Kevin.
Yeah, I just got back from Miami.
Oh, good.
I was with my family. My grandfather turned 100.
Wow, congratulations, Granddad. Oh, love it. 100 years old. Man, that dude's seen some stuff, hey?
Yeah, and you should see him. He's like, he's there. He's
and
there
he's
drinking
got all his
sangria.
faculties and everything. Good for him.
Yeah, full set of hair. You would never guess this guy's 100, bro. Never.
Yeah. Cruising the old folks' homes, looking for some hot babes. Hey, nice.
Nah. He was married to my grandmother, great-grandmother, for 80 years. And she passed like 5 years ago,
Oh,
6 years
wow.
ago. No, maybe like 4 years ago, yeah. But he's still kicking it. I don't know how.
Wow, that's awesome. Lauriston says congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Have you looked at the ES?
Yes, yes. Why? And let me ask you this: I've got this package on, like I bought the Mega Pack, whatever it was. Like I got
For
the
TradingView?
Trading View, and everything's delayed still. And I bought the package that says, you know, you get New York Stock Exchange, you get all that other stuff. But this is saying I have to buy CME as well. But I had one that says you get NASDAQ. So I don't know. I don't know
Let
why.
me double check. I might be paying like $3 a month for
Oh no,
futures
this
data.
this was $119 package for everything. So
Yeah, let me see.
that means I can call them up and say cancel that crap and just give me what I need.
Shit. Let's see. TradingView. Yeah, I'm spending $5 a month. So that must be for data.
Yeah, I got this premium package, and then I got the I got this all this New York. I got all that crap.
I can't see your screen on the Skype call.
Oh, hang on a second.
I'm short 4529.50 on ES. I got in right at 9:38.
Oh, you did, hey?
Yeah, it was literally like 30 seconds of drawdown, and then we've just left there ever since. And also, I started 2 more accounts for Top Step for Veterans Day. They're giving out 50K accounts for $11.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
So now I'm trading 3 accounts. I got 4 micros. I'm up 175, but each account's only up $40. And I like the 100K account I have trading 2 contracts at a time, $200 now.
Nice.
But I'm targeting pretty much opening range gap low, 4514. Should take some partials off, but the thing is, when you trade multiple contracts, you can't take partials off. So to enter, I need to trade 4 contracts because that's how many accounts. So I can't just take like 1 partial off. I don't know. I should have. I wish I did minis instead of micros. Be up $2,000 for the day. Close the charts.
Yeah, that's great. And you're shorting this right now, the S&P?
Yeah. If you look at a 5-minute chart, I can show you exactly what I saw.
5 minutes. That's 1 hour.
And if you just, so instead of if you press Alt, if you're holding Alt and then click, it will do that same thing you just did.
Just the alt click?
Full,
oh yeah, okay.
Yep. There you go.
Gotcha.
And also with the times, you just have to click 5 on the keyboard, or you can also just do it in the top left like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Should I close here? Let me see. Nice little drop. We just bounced off consequent encouragement of a daily fair value gap. ES. I'm just super bullish Dixie. That's why I wanted to short this morning. And I wish I could take a partial. I can't. Oh, it's ripping now. I'll just hold it. So there's a breaker created this morning. Bearish breaker. ES. High, low, higher, high. We leave it. And when we leave it, we create a 5-minute SIBI, a 15-minute SIBI, and then we create a breaker. So those 3 PD arrays I used, and I just drew them out this morning. And when price returned into the 5-minute, 15-minute SIBI and the breaker, right at 9:39, I entered.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and the bottom right there, you can click RTH.
Oh yeah, for regular trading and electronic trading hours.
Yep. So that's the huge wick I saw at 8:30. That's the high. That's like us running buy side.
Right.
And then you see that big old bullish breaker to the left of the big wick. It's the candle.
Or this one
Right.
you're looking in here? Or
Right,
here?
to the right. It's a bearish candle actually.
This one?
Opened and then closed low. No, the bigger
this
one,
one.
the bigger one. That big boy right there. That's my breaker. And then if you go down to a 3-minute chart, it's a little smaller, that breaker. But see how that breaker lines up with that 5-minute SIBI perfectly? And then that SIBI with the breaker.
Yeah.
And I got in short right there at 4.52950.
And you wanted to take a partial off here?
No, I want to get all out there. Oh wait, we already hit 4.518.
Yeah.
No, I want 4.514. Just
Just to clean out the loss down here.
Yeah, it's just the opening range gap closing. I'm hoping for. You can see the opening range gap when you look at the RTH.
Yeah.
I have an indicator that does it for me. Yeah, just that bottom right there.
Yeah.
4.5. Yep, that's my target. But I don't know, man. It's a crazy trade. 4.529, 30 to 14. I'm asking for 16 points here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I've been trying to get accustomed to TradeOvate because if I can't trade multiple accounts using TradingView, so you got to use TradeOvate and then I got some Apex accounts and those they use Arithmetic Ninja. I'm not spending 150 for that one, so I'm just gonna use TradeOvate. So I got used to TradeOvate last 2 days. Been trying to use it. I had a position overnight for like 8 hours on Monday night because I created bracket orders on TradingView and I forgot to close the I don't know. I was still learning the program. Thank God we opened up pretty much the same place I went to sleep at 10 o'clock.
Oh, so you got out quick.
Yeah, it was like 4 micro contracts and I only lost $15. It wasn't bad.
That's excellent.
Let
me close that one out.
You're missing the daily fair value gaps on your ES or SPY. There's one I saw that. Oh, is that it right there?
Okay.
There's a little guy right there at the top.
Yeah, there's one right here and there's one right there.
That one right there. I think is that the one that we used this morning. I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, that's the pretty much the.
Oh yeah, it is. So we're using that right now this morning. That fair value gap, that daily one.
Right.
We just bounced off consequent encouragement of it. That's what this little rippy is. So I see you got what drawing tool is that? Was that a which drawing tool is that you're using to create your rectangles with the consequent encouragement in there?
Oh, I just created a template. I just go in here and I just take a box, draw it, finish it, right click it, hit template, and I have it all set up as daily fair value apps and all that stuff. So I can click it right away, and that way it just pops up, and I just create. And what you use really is you just change settings here, and I use all these colors that represent this will be like the weekly, or the gray would be weekly. This would be daily, so that'll be daily fair value gap, daily imbalance, and then these other colors later I can use them to represent something on the daily. This would be all the way to 8 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour, anything like 15 minute. That would be.
Oh my gosh!
So these.
I hear you. I'm tripping because rectangles never came with middle lines, never. So that's a new update to TradingView, and I just looked it up, and it got released October 20th.
There you go.
There we go. Yay! Hey, Darren taught me something new today. Awesome. Yeah, because I use parallel. What are these? They're called parallel channels with my boxes for 50%. But now I don't need to do that anymore. Amazing. Where's your There's a little toolbar that you can like move around on your screen. It's the quick drawing tools. You know what I'm talking about?
A little toolbar. No. Like up in here, you can create these toolbars here. You can move it around.
Morning, Derek. I just sent you a picture in the Skype chat. It's just a toolbar that you can move around. It's like a quick toolbar.
Oh yeah, okay. And how do you create that?
Let me see. I'm trying to figure it out.
Morning, Derek.
You like your colors like that? You set them up like that? Purple, yellow?
Yeah, I'll set them up just because I've got some red-green deficiency for color blindness, so I have to make my colors kind of bold and stand out. So I use gray for weekly, red for monthly, blue for daily, and then you can start using different colors for your lower time frame, like 4 hour, 8 hour. So those you can kind of, if you set, the way I'm looking at it is if I set this level as anything that happens on a daily that I want to know, I can actually set that, like I'll say that'll be the fair value gap, that'll be the inversion fair value gap, because I'll make it a little darker color so that when I'm looking at it on the lower time frames, I'll know that's an inversion fair value gap. And then you can create the template that puts the eye in there and all that stuff as well. So each one of those will have a different, if I come up with something like, what's the, what does Michael call that? Slipping my mind right now. But anyway, there's a couple of other things that happen on the daily that you can add these colors and say that's what it represents. Raptor, that would be the raptor. Or something like that. You can just, each one of those colors will represent a specific type of thing that happens on those events. So that's where mine's going to end up being anyway.
Okay. And we got news in 30 minutes. I should have just got out of my short when we hit that inversion for value gap, consequent encouragement. And right now we bounced off the 9:30 open, like to the tick. On yes. NQ bounced off. Have you ever heard of anyone calling 11 a.m. or 2300 being the true day open instead of midnight open?
2300.
Yeah.
No, Michael's never said that.
Yeah. I don't know why this indicator I have right now shows 2300 as the true day open. No, it's set to midnight 1. I don't know. But NQ just bounced right off the midnight or the 2300 open.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's significant or what. It's showing significance today, but I usually don't even have this on my chart.
Oh, okay. So it's crude oil inventories today.
Crude oil, yeah. You're still in your oil position?
Oil? No, I'm out of oil a long time ago. There's again, more delay. I don't know why. It says I have to pay New York Stock Exchange. I've got that. I bought that in my whole damn package. I don't know why they keep delaying me. That's the 1 hour fair value gap midpoint. That would be the consequent encroachment of that 1 hour. We've bounced off of that. So I'm thinking we got more downside in oil. There's little imbalances down here. Lows, There's a 1 hour inversion or fair value gap down here.
Mm.
So,
Also, I'm looking at your screen. There's a big old bearish order block that we can probably go towards. That one right there. He's a big boy. He's like in July, early July.
and we're getting right back into that beginning of that consolidation that started that whole run, right?
Yeah. Oh, you can see that looks like the original consolidation, and you can see 2 stages of accumulation there too.
Right. Yeah.
First stage of accumulation bounced off the original consolidation high. The
Yeah.
second accumulation went out and took those buy side liquidity, and then it just distributed with smart money reversal up there. It's pretty clean. Yeah, I need to get into oil, back into oil.
Yeah, it's to do really well in oil. Been drifting over to this ES and the indices now. Where's this? I was calling this one an ES today, so I want to see if this one. Oh, not ES. Euro. $8.06. There's the 10. There's a little SIBI right here. There's your SIBI, people. The 1 minute. Remember, we're looking for it to take out the. Let me get back into something a little bigger here. Look at that. We're calling for this little tiny piece in here. That's where the body is of the candles respect it. So if you go down now into the 1 minute, so we're looking at the 10 o'clock here, and you're looking for that. There's 9:57, 59, 10. There's your silver bullet entry right here. That's what I was telling you guys to look for when I said look for your BISI in euro, and that's your BISI right there. Silver bullet entry, and you're in for a long. If any of you did take that. Oh, I can't do that on this one. That's 8 pips already for you. Let me get back. I'm going to learn all these little alt click moves. It's a lot faster than trying to run down here and get that little button.
There you go.
I like it. Lots of little tricks. Or you can just, when this thing goes all screwy on the side here, you can hit the A or the L or double click it. And that will, if you find yourself drifting off here, just double click on the side and it realigns it for you.
Yep, or Alt R.
Alt R.
Alt R. If you right click the screen, it'll show you the right there. They're highlighted, or they're right there next to the reset chart. It says Alt R.
Oh, okay, reset chart. Okay.
Sometimes it tells you the buttons.
That's your fair value gap return right there. Let me make sure that magnet pulls to there. And that's the daily inversion fair value gap now.
Yeah, I'm crazy. I should have got out at the lows being taken out. Right at the daily inversion for value gap consequent encouragement. So now this is going to be a break-even trade if we come back up here. 4529. I don't know why we should come back up here, but
Yeah, I'm looking for.
What's
I'm still looking for this up here. I like this imbalance up here on the ES. If we lose this threshold, and we've already hit the threshold of that candle here, and we've hit it. So if we run up, hit it again, drive through it, then I'd say we're reaching for these equal highs here and that imbalance yet to be
but
done.
we're doing that before we fill the daily imbalance from yesterday. We're gonna leave this yesterday's candle open like that.
Yesterday's candle, this one here, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I'd like to see is
top.
I'd like to see this to be a small candle here today, underneath this mean threshold of this candle. It stay inside here. It'll just create its daily candle inside here, and then tomorrow open up, come down, hit the bottom of this, which would be the top of this new fair value gap daily, hit that, and then run for up in here. I don't want to see it come all the way back down into here.
Yeah, it looks like we already hit that consequent encouragement of the daily bearish order block, and that's what we're. Been a nice trade.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened at 8:30 in the morning at news. They hit that consequent encouragement.
Oh yeah.
This is so weird. So NASDAQ is not moving up. It's still down there. And ES is the only one that's giving us like a retracement this big. Which is fun.
These ones here. So let's be NASDAQ's kind of blown through all of this, these highs here. NASDAQ's blown all the way through that, already taken out its price imbalance here. S&P hasn't, and Dow Jones doesn't have one. Or maybe not. Hang on a second, let me just scratch that up there. No. Oh yeah, they do. They got one little guy way up here. Yeah, it's the same place. So that's there. Its little price imbalance is up here. It's got a long way to go. Hasn't taken out its highs. These guys are way above theirs. This guy's hasn't reached his yet either. So $45.39, $45.39. I'm going to move that to $45.39.
Right now, on the ES, we just went up to a 3-minute inversion for value gap, and we're respecting it right now with the bodies. Hopefully we get a move down here. If not, then I get stopped out in profit. This 3-minute inversion for value gap has to hold. It was created right at 9:30.
Yeah,
Might not be able to see it with regular trading hours or the regular trading. Yeah, you won't. You need to see it on the electronic. Right at 9:30. The right at 9:30. There's a candle that went up. Huh. It looks a little different. Yeah, if you.
That's like a little inversion. You've got.
Yeah.
You've got a little guy here.
Yep, that 9:30 candle. Yep.
A little guy right here.
Broke out of it. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's like 25-minute delay for me. 25 minutes, not worth it me looking at that screen.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not.
So ES 1 minute. Well, you want to see this whole price if you want to go short still.
Yeah.
On the 1 minute.
Yeah, that order block.
Right there, it's off the breaker right there. So if you hit that, that's like a parent breaker of that whole run down past here. There's a swing here. So if you hold, if we lose the threshold of that, then I'd say no, we're still going to continue to the upside.
And on the OTE, we're hitting 79% right now. So, how annoying.
It is 50% of that big range right there. We're just hitting it now. Bullish strong imbalance.
The candle closed right at 50% and opened up right at 50%.
Yeah, I got mine just above it, and then opened on it. It just gapped down, opened on it, and now it's starting to run back up. So we've lost the 50% of that breaker. So it looks like more upside. Let's see about the rejection block now.
I would add to my short here, but NQ hasn't hit 50% of its little move down yet. But also, this could be my model. So if ES breaks these highs right now, and NQ runs up to its 70% or 62%, that might be a short for me.
If we get a big bold candle up through here, come back and find support at that candle, then I'm looking for more upside. So I'm slightly different from what you're looking at.
Now we return to a 5-minute SIBI on ES.
Yep.
Or yep.
Just took out those highs there.
Rejected right at the high.
There's a lot of liquidity down here, holy smokes.
I know. So ES just ran that high while NQ hit 50% right to the
Oh yeah.
Perfect. So this is where I want to see us move down. And we went to the top to the tick of the 5-minute SIBI. So that was perfect. It's just the market was refilling an imbalance and taking out equal highs at the same exact time.
Right.
While NQ was just going back to equilibrium. So I want this to hold. I need this to hold.
So this is the body above. Come back into this. So if it doesn't hold, this breaker holds price, then continues up. Then you're looking at this guy here.
What I like too is that the M5 SIBI is the same exact SIBI as the, not the same, but the top of it is the same as the M15 SIBI.
Oh, yeah.
It's like two SIBIs overlapping each other.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Derek. Yeah. Lauriston wants to go long on the Dow. On Dow. I still like that little piece up here, Lauriston. If we take these highs, I like this little imbalance up here as a draw on liquidity.
We're in deep premium.
Here we are. Definitely 1 hour.
I want to be longing in premium.
That would have been a bad silver bullet to take there if that was right at the 10 o'clock open. I usually wait for the 12. There's your 12 back inside this guy here. "12 minutes after." I don't usually like taking those early SIBIs or those early silver bullets, especially if it hasn't taken out a low. If it has taken out a previous low at 10 o'clock, and then the first SIBI that you get, or would be a BISI in this case, you would take that if it's taken out a previous low right at 10 o'clock, like a significant low. And it didn't here. Yeah, you're definitely in a premium there, Lauriston. You probably said that a while ago, though. If the 1 minute candle at 11:10 gets swept. $11.10. Oh, this one here, if it gets swept. Oh, are you going long here on this guy? That's a premium range.
All right. Dixie just returned back to an imbalance that was permissible. We needed it to before moving up higher. So I just need this imbalance to hold. It's like a 1 hour inversion for value gap. So if Dixie moves up higher here, then we can see indexes move down. But if not,
yeah, they've hit the body here nicely. That hit like right on the money. Yeah, we're inside this guy here today. I think if we hold up on here and you get a pump back up tomorrow and a big drive down for a reversal Thursday.
Yeah, it looks like the dollar needs to go up a little bit.
Yeah. It can certainly pop up into that the rest of the daily fair value gap high again. The inversion fair value gap there. We got a run down to here. Old highs, inversion on the 1 hour. We're right at the top of the inversion fair value gap on the hourly. Right here. We're just tagging the top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right, if that holds price, and you want it to go up some more?
Yeah, I want Dixie. There's another 1 hour for value gap we haven't even touched yet. Sibi.
Yeah, we've got one up here.
104.50 50s. Where are you going? Yes.
$10, $11 to the current high is at, wanted to take the long when the gap was filled at 10.10. It was too risky, so I didn't take it. Good man.
There is a 5-minute volume imbalance on the NASDAQ. I swear, if that's the draw, it's so small. It was created from the 8:30 news, 8:30 to 8:35. All those ICT traders that shorted that got caught up today, man. They knew.
I like that little imbalance over here.
Ooh, that little bib.
Yeah. Let's see what the boys are saying on the channel here.
We just hit there was a 15-minute volume imbalance as well in ES. Oh no, we blew past it already. And now we're using it as support.
Mm-hmm.
And that 5-minute Sibi is now being used as support. And the morning breaker. My $200 profit turned into negative $200, and then now it's I'm up $70, $90, 110, because I'm
You're still
getting
short
out here.
You're still short on the ES.
Yeah, so you know how I told you I was gonna get out in profit if we came back up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that didn't happen. I just added to my short.
Oh, you did.
Like a retard. Yeah. And double the size too. So 8 contracts at 45.33. And look at that. As soon as I got out, it wants to come up a little bit. Right at the bottom of that 5-minute Civi. We can lose it. I don't care. I made the 110. 4, 5, 6. No, it wasn't even 110. It was like $80 now that I'm looking at it. It's $90. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy. But man, this type of trading, that's like, I'm super happy with it because I got in at 9:40. So I'm holding for an hour. You know, that's patience.
That's pretty good, yes.
Yeah. But this is like, you know, I might be wrong here, but I'm still right because I can still extract the $90.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I didn't like that we went above that 5-minute BISB or the inversion fair value gap and the breaker, and now we're going below it. Of course, it's all good.
Yeah.
I sent you a picture of my trade management. Where I got in, where I added. Oh, I should have put how many contracts I added. But the first one was -4. The second was -4, shorting -4, and then the third time I got in, I went in -8 at 4,533.
Got it. Yeah.
For a total of 16 contracts. And now we're below the 5-minute busy. Or what was it? It was a Cibi or inversion for value gap, but now we're using it as resistance. Great. And now we're going down. It's all good. All good.
Yeah, I just ran those highs.
Yeah, NQ ran the high. I mean, not NQ, Dow. So Dow ran the high. Yep, NQ went to 79% OTE, and ES ran the highs, going back into a new week opening gap from, I think this is from August. Yeah, August 13th, new week opening gap. That's why we don't go long in premiums.
We're still inside this guy here now. On the 5-minute.
Well, I figured out how to get you your drawing tools on the trading view. On the top right, there's a little search bar with a lightning symbol, or like a magnifying glass. Yeah, just right there. Type in drawing, and right there at the bottom, it's gonna say show favorite drawing. Why is that? What?
Why
is that grayed out?
I don't know. I have the same level of trading thing that you do. I get the premium.
Let me see. I really think this is second stage accumulation before we distribute lower. Man, oh man, oh man. I want to go short so bad. But what is this? What am I seeing? Give me a second.
the current high, it is wanted to take the long when the gap was filled at 10 times. Too risky.
At least you were able to identify it was too risky.
Mm-hmm.
You followed your gut, and you were right. ES is above. Yeah, ES is above where I got out my short. And NQ is the weaker one today. Struggling. Yeah, I can't go short here because on the 30-second chart we went up above that 5-minute inversion fair value gap on ES. I thought we were about to use it for resistance, but now we're using it
as support.
I mean, as support. We're trying to get above it right now, but the body opened right at 50% of the 5-minute, or right around the 50%. We'll see. Yeah, see, now it's, yeah, yep, it was 50%, and now it's breaking out of it.
Won't lie, this PA is so horrible.
It's not as bad as yesterday, that's for sure. Yeah, I feel like all the ICT concepts, they've just been hammering the people who've been trading ICT concepts because yesterday's 8:30 candle was ludicrous, and then for us to not even like get close to returning it, it was bad.
So we're up inside this breaker right here again.
Yeah.
We just hit off the body of it nicely. So I want to see it break through that line right there. Is that the midnight open? I don't know what this indicator's marking up here. Nope.
Oh, I didn't even realize it, but we've created another breaker on ES to go long off of, because we did take out the lows before going and taking out these highs now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't think we're going up. Into the bottom of that H1 fair value gap. At the same time, ES, just this little rundown, all it did was fill in a 5-minute BISI that was created at 10:15.
Yeah. I'm still kind of long on this. I'm still looking at that higher time frame objective. I still want this candle to sit here and become a small little daily candle, and I'm going to see tomorrow open up and come back into this inversion fair value gap. Use this as an inversion now for tomorrow to continue to run prices higher. I just want to see it come back and either tag the edge of this or use this as a support. That's my objective anyway. That's what I'm going to state for today.
Have we touched that NQ volume imbalance yet? Oh yeah, we did. Oh yeah. We didn't even reject off the 50% of that volume imbalance before going down and making this move, before taking out London lows.
Mm-hmm.
And that 5-minute volume imbalance I was talking about on NQ is right at the consequent encouragement of that daily volume imbalance.
On the 5-minute?
Yeah, there's a little 5 minutes VIB that was created from 8:30 to 8:35 because of the news.
Yeah, okay, I see it right here.
The NASDAQ just re-entered that daily volume imbalance.
Yeah.
For the third time today. So let's see if we reject off of it for the third time today or use it as support.
There's definitely no break in structure yet to the upside. That's a nice little dip in here. Right back to here. Inside the threshold. Wick. Support. Run the lows. Yeah, I haven't seen anything to break into the upside. I don't see anything strong, and that's definitely weaker.
On the 30-second chart, the NASDAQ opened and closed right at that daily volume imbalance. The bodies never got in or closed inside that daily VIB. But, you know, that doesn't mean we go lower. That could just mean we're going down right here to fill this inefficiency. Because we went up pretty high from 1040 to 1042 and created a BISI.
On what time?
On NQ. You can see it on the 1 minute. There's just a big old BISI on the
right
1040
here.
candle. Yeah. So just because we rejected off the daily VIB doesn't mean we go lower and take out lower lows. We got to see what happens right now in this BISI. And drawing the 50% of the BISI, we're bouncing right at 50% of the BISI. The dollar went below that 1 hour fair value gap for a second and then went back up above it. I don't like that. I wanted it to see it stay inside there and use it as support. I do not like that at all.
Yeah, that's coming off.
Yep, that 50% of the BISI, that was someone's long entry right there. Someone just went long there for sure.
All right, that's good. I want to see that. Now I want to see it come back in here. Use this as support now. I see a body of the candle break above that. What's our 1 minute doing?
NQ went straight to 79% of this little range we created. And ES went to the consequent encouragement of that order block. Oh. Yeah, it looks like we're going up here.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want to see, this close above here with a body.
Yeah, the Dixie just started free falling ever since 10 o'clock. The last 48 minutes, just free falling down.
I don't want to see it dip into this just yet, though. I want to see this just become a small candle today. Just bang around inside here today. Then open up right there, run up, tag that, finish the rest of that daily fair value by inversion gap off, and then start running back down, even if it just pops just above that high and then runs down. That's what I want to see tomorrow. We shall see, though. We shall see. That's what I want to see. Close above. Stay up there. Good. All right, now I can want to see this whole thing here provide support right there. And this guy, we can make him become one of those.
That 5-minute inversion fair value gap on ES was a pretty good long entry.
If I get it right here, back to this breaker, inside that breaker here, if you get any return to here for me is long. There's 50% of that wick.
We just hit that tiny volume imbalance on the 5-minute, like I was telling you on NASDAQ, and oh my gosh, look at the reaction.
Off NASDAQ?
Yeah, there was a little 5-minute, volume imbalance. We just hit it right away and rejected 10 points instantly. That's the one I was like, there's no way this is the draw. It was the volume imbalance created from the news at 8:30 to 8:35 on a 5-minute chart.
Yeah, I don't have any volume imbalance there. All I've got is a little tiny, no, I don't even have a volume imbalance. I've got a little tiny inversion fair value gap over here at 750. I got something there that's come back into that little tiny inversion there. We ran this old high out. I don't have an inversion or a little inefficiency.
You know what? It wasn't the inefficiency. Maybe it could have been, but it was the constant encouragement of that daily volume imbalance that we just rejected off of 10 points instantly.
Daily volume imbalance.
Yeah, remember on the NASDAQ on that daily chart, we had that little VIB?
Oh yeah, let me go back to the other chart here, NASDAQ. Right here. Yeah. Now we've run through the top of it already. We were already through all that. So if we come back to that one, I'm going to put that little guy in there so I can see it. On my charts. Oops. And then we're going to call this we get the new one. We're going to call it a new template. I'm going to go with here. Hans. Oops, I have to change that. Oh, we got that. Okay. This thing's way too delayed for me. I figure out what's going on with that. Okay, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. So there's that 5 minute. That's the breaker. I want to see a body get above it, then come back to it. Look at that. Precision. Ding. Hit it perfectly. And now we're looking for further upside prices. So that's what we're looking for right there. Right on the money. Right on the money.
Yeah, you need to subscribe to extra data subscriptions. $5 a month.
See, I paid for the $119 a month subscription, and I'm not getting anything.
It says our paid plans do not give you access to official real-time data from the exchanges unless this data is free by default.
Right.
Forex and cryptocurrencies.
So you look at my billing account here. Look at this. I paid for all this extra data. New York, NASDAQ, NS. I got this ARCA. I got all this crap.
Let me see.
I paid $125 for all that lot, and I still don't have NASDAQ.
Mine says this. Here, I'll show you what mine says. It says CME, CBOT, COMEX, New York MEX.
I'm going to have to cancel that if it's... CME. No, I don't see CME either. But it says I have New York. You notice how that said that there was New York Stock Exchange and everything on there?
Yeah.
And well, how come I don't have New York Stock Exchange? This is the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. And I don't have any of that stuff. S&P is delayed. So if it's just a $5 CME, I'm going to cancel all that other crap. Because clearly that's stuff I don't need. And I want to get oil as well. And oil is delayed. The only ones I've got that aren't delayed is these Forex. And that's the stuff that they give for free.
I don't know if it's because you're in Canada or what. Because it should look the same. Like our account and billing should look identical. But that's so weird how yours looks different.
I go back to the stupid MT5 crap. So we're back inside that breaker again. Gotta make sure there's nothing I'm hitting for a higher objective on. This over here is it. Take out those old highs. 45.29, and then we've got the rejection block at 45.38. 45.29. Yeah, we've already taken those highs out. So get back down into here. Now you look for a little shift back the other way. I want to see this breaker. If this breaker doesn't hold price, then that might be a turn point there. Yes, I are from the NASDAQ or S&P. So I got the wrong one, is what you're saying, Derek. CME, I've just got to pay for the $5. I can cancel all that other stuff then. Because that other crap I don't need. Okay, I want to continue going up here.
Yeah, I don't know where the dollar's going right now.
I didn't want it to drop through the bottoms, but if it does, then that's just going to keep pushing for my higher objective on my ES today, looking for a run above these old highs. Oh, I need something that doesn't have all that crap on it. Yeah, I'm looking for that imbalance for my run today. It won't be today, but I like to see that these equal highs. Even if this would be really nice. If we saw this today, if it ended up freezing right up here, making nice little triple highs, and then tomorrow come back down into this little tiny price imbalance that's created right here for me, and then tag that, run back up, and then head for here, Thursday reversal. So we have Thursday reversal, Friday continuation. Just a little idea that might, because now we're above this guy here. That's a nice little breaker above, run below low price, and we've finally got above him. This is a higher one. That's just a mitigation for here. I do like that as support. Midpoint. Inversion fair value gaps over here. Holy crap, that would work nicely. That little inversion you see right here, over to here, would be right on the imbalance. Come down, sweep that. All right. I picked the wrong package. You're right, buddy. You're right, Derek. I picked the wrong damn package. I paid big bucks for something I'm never going to use. I'm going to see if they can give me a refund on that. I doubt it. Let's see. No, you could have used the data.
No, they will.
Will they?
Yeah. The Dixies continue to free fall, but indexes are not going up. They're stuck.
Yeah, I want this Dixie to freeze here. I want this just to be a small little big wiki candle and hold it right there.
Oh, it just went right to the 15-minute BISI, and it's bouncing off the consequent encouragement of the 15-minute BISI created. Well, actually,
I've got it as
to the tick at 8:30.
I've got it just below. Oh, yeah, you're right there.
Yeah. Yep. So
it's
indexes were moving while Dixie was just waiting to go there.
So we should see a return now. Into
to where?
Well, you've got this whole upside here. I like this order block here on the 15-minute.
Oh, on the Dixie?
Yeah.
At least return back to that H1 fair value gap, the low part, to turn it into an inversion. Yeah. Or no.
Well, it won't be an inversion until we get through it.
There's a very smaller one.
In here.
Yeah. If you click the price on the right of the chart, like hold and click the price and press up and down, or like move your finger up and down. Yeah, so you can zoom in to see that.
Okay.
There's a smaller 1 hour SIBI right
in here.
Inside. Yeah, right there. And above that too, there's another one.
Yeah.
That one. So
yeah, that puts you inside this order block here. So I like the open, or the low, the open, which puts you not in anything there. The threshold puts you in the middle of this guy here. So that is an order block has been validated. So you got 1, 2, 3 different PD arrays inside that order block, which also coincides with the consequent encroachment of that SIBI, or inversion fair value gap now. So they line up nicely. So you might see upside to here.
And at the same minute that Dixie was hitting the consequent encouragement of the 15-minute BISI, YM ran the 8:30 highs, like the news highs.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, the crazy wick that was created at 8:30. Dow ran that, and now it's just rejecting off of it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's pumping down now.
Good. All right. I was down 200 on my short. Now I'm break even. We're back at that 5-minute inversion fair value gap on ES. Man, we're abusing that thing. Like literally went to the bottom of it to the tick.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, this one here, you mean?
It was a 5-minute BISI SIBI created at 8:30.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I should get out here.
Yeah, because you've come back down. If that finds support at that now.
Yeah, and we just ran highs.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, if it found support right there at the 5-minute.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you got out, just to get you back and take your short out here, if you offsetted any potential losses there, that's a good time to get out.
Yeah, I didn't get out.
Oh, you did?
And it's like at the top of the breaker, too.
Yeah.
That breaker ES created once we took out highs.
Yeah, it ran through it, though. Came all the way through that guy. I don't know. I might be short now. Off of here. I'm gonna wait.
Because the Dow ran the 8:30 highs?
No, that we've blown through this breaker here.
Which breaker?
This guy right here, this last up close candle for this run below these lows. That guy went all through these. And we've blown.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, this 5-minute candle we're in right now is going to be the telltale sign.
It is.
We need
this wick will either do the damage, and I don't like to see a wick tear right through a breaker like that at all. But you're right. The bodies are respecting it still. And it did come back into this
Oh my
inversion.
gosh. The bodies just opened up right at 50% of new week opening gap.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Closed and opened right on it. Dang it.
Nice.
Should have got out. Okay, the Dixie had to come back down to fill an imbalance. Created after it ran up really fast after hitting the 15-minute BISI consequent encouragement. So if it keeps going down here, I'll get out. But if the Dixie just fills this imbalance and goes up, then I'll stay in.
Yeah, I want to see this threshold get broken if you want to go up.
Yeah, such. Dang, this is bad management. I should have got out.
I'm not sure. If that holds, we've got more downside yet. I don't like the way that was drove through so hard with a wick like that. So
Okay, thank you. Back down. So there was a little breaker created on ES. I don't know if you're going to be able to see on the 1 minute. Let me see. Yeah. Barely. I see it on the 30-second, but I only drew it out because
right here.
ES took these highs.
So we take this, see how we've got a consolidation here. We broke down into the 50% of that consolidation, and now we're breaking down. I like
Yes.
That's why I'm liking on the 5 minute. I didn't like this whip through here. I want to see that breaker hold price. It came back, hit it nicely, then popped away. 50% of that wick is where we didn't get a body above 50% of that wick. And now we've got a validation of order block, came back up into it. The bodies are respecting that order block. And now that breaker's no longer even valid for me anymore. I like this this guy here now. I want to see this start running these lows and get through this to get short. And you're getting back into that inversion again.
We're bouncing right at the top of the breaker on ES. It was just the highs of 939. Just old highs. We're bouncing off old highs.
Yeah, we're hitting that. I want to see this giveaway here.
The Dixie still going down.
So we're past the conscript encroachment of this SIBI here, or inversion fair value gap. There we go.
Okay.
Hold on to it, Joey.
I'm holding. Up $30 now.
I think
17 seconds. We'll find out if we're closing inside this 5 minute inversion fair value gap on ES or not. Please, just freaking close below it. 8 seconds. 7. It's like fighting. It's like up, down, right at the 5 minute inversion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it opened right on it. Did you see it?
Oh yeah.
Did you see the same thing?
I see it. I'm just a touch above. It stopped. The low is right on the bottom of it, and now it's going to come back inside it. So you're just kind of banging around inside that now. But we're coming back up to this order block here. We just hit the bottom of it. So now you should see either a pull down, leave that. This is all reprice, rebalance here. So that's pretty much classified as a fair value gap now, or an opening here. So this, you've got return to your order blocks. Your 15-minute order block's been valid. You want to see, I want to see that get down into 50% of this little range we've created here now.
Literally even on the trade. So if this thing goes back above that 5 inversion, I'm done. I don't care. I'm done. I'm out for paper cut.
Well, 50% puts us right at the full fill of that fair value gap right there. That busy.
You're right. Because there is a fair value. Yeah, there's a
And you got little price imbalances here and here. You got
Yep.
little balances down here. So I think these are the draws on liquidity right now. So you'll come back with a couple of bucks if you hold on to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the stop loss 45.35, the recent high, the recent swing high.
This one here or this one?
45.35.
I don't know what that
you're
is.
on a 5-minute chart. Yeah, just the high of that 5-minute candle.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to see this fair value gap inversion get retest. I wouldn't want to see that get retested on that high. Now I want to see this continue all the way down.
Okay, we're below the 5-minute. Thank gosh. But we're still inside the breaker created, the 939 highs.
Mobro, when did you first start trading? Is that for me, Mobro? Or who are you talking to? If you're talking to me, I started back in 2016, August. I was one of the first guys, or the last people to get in on the August run.
As a charter member.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been with Michael since 2016.
There is a 5-minute order block. It's never been touched yet. It was created at 10:10 on ES, so it's giving me hope.
10:10.
10:10, a down closed candle on the 5-minute chart. We never touched it before going up.
Down close candle at 10:10.
The 5-minute, yes. Oof, on this chart it looks like a doji, but on the.
Oh yeah, you're looking at this guy right here. Yeah, that's a up close candle. That's the bottom of the fair value. That's the bottom of the fair value gap here.
On my chart, it's so on the continuation ES chart. Right, hold on. We're using the 5-minute inversion right now as resistance. I'm using the ES1 continuation chart, and then I'm also trading off of the micro ES chart, and the micro ES chart is showing that 5-minute down close candle at 10:10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got that. There's a little tiny price imbalance right here, and the top of that, or the bottom of that 5-minute fair value gap. Mobro says, yeah, how hard is it? How hard is trading? Well, that's all relative to how much of ICT stuff you know.
It's also mental, psychological.
Yeah, that's the next thing. Once you get really good at reading the charts, the next thing is you got to get past yourself. And that's the battle I've had for the last 7 years. I can read the charts pretty good, but battling when I get in, when I get out, doubting myself. I did all the wrong things. I went live with an account like in September. I got into Michael's mentorship in August, and by September I was live, and I blew thousands of dollars. So, Mobro, it's not a good thing to be in live money if you have no idea what you're doing. If you're just learning his concepts, go through all of his online stuff. Don't go buying it from anybody. Go through his online material. It's free on the web. So definitely go through his free stuff. Don't go buying any mentorships from anybody else, anybody who's stolen his material. Just go to his YouTube channel, go through his core content. If you really want to learn trading, go through all the core content, go through his 2022 mentorship, and then go through every video he's posted on YouTube. And if you think that's a crazy insurmountable task, you're not ready to trade. That's just my personal opinion. You need to put in the work.
Yep.
You really need to put in the work. And there's thousands of hours, and if you're dedicated to this and you want to make a living at it, You got to go through the videos. You got to understand it. You can't just piecemeal it and say, I'm just going to do one video and learn it. You won't. And you go to the horse. Go to his material. Don't go through somebody else. Manal. Manal is your name. Manal Reddy. Oh, that's a neat name. Where's that from? Manal. Am I saying that right? Manal? Nice to meet you, Derek. Cool, you guys know so much. Okay, I will follow this and put it in work. Yeah, you can come here and watch how we kind of banter back and forth with different ideas. This is a community where people, if you're using ICT stuff, you come here, you play with it, you practice it. Watch how people trade. Listen to the discussions that go on here. We don't peacock here. We're not looking for egos. We're just here to kind of trade and learn off of each other and bounce ideas off of each other. And you're welcome to participate in any way, shape, or form you like, my friend. If you have questions, just ask the guys in here, and they're willing to help you out as best they can. Okay, we'll follow this because I need to support my family. I'll do everything possible. Oh, good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Yeah. You say how hard is trading? It's 10 times harder if you're trying to support your family. So you need to be able to not have to support your family for 3 years at least before, or 2 years, I would say.
Yeah, if you come into this with the idea that you have to support your family, you have to make a living at this, that's just so much more stress to add to your already daunting pile that you have to learn. If you have a sideline job, keep your sideline job and learn this steady and slowly and focus. If you're driven by the need to make money, you'll make more mistakes, you'll gamble, your mindset will be in the wrong place, and you want to have a nice clean mindset to study this material. We'll show you some real simple setups that you can find that work pretty quick, but don't go trading off of anything that we say. Don't go going live, especially if you don't know any of this material yet, because if you count on us, as you see, even Joey and I have had differences of opinion of where we thought price was going to go this morning, and then you see how we came back to a consensus. So you're going to get different readings from different people, how we see the markets for sure. So really, really take your time to study the core content. If you have any questions, by all means come in here. I'm willing to help out any way I can. And Derek and Joey and these guys are awesome to help you out, I'm sure, as well. I'll tell you right now, I will not share anything that I've learned in the charter membership that is not on the channels. And I will not share anything that is on our private talking with Michael now. I won't share any of that. So just so you're clear on that, you got plenty to learn. And we're here for you if you need it. Okay, so we're back.
Remember I said that we create a breaker on ES?
Yeah.
Because it took the high. Well, we literally rejected off that breaker, went back into the 5-minute inversion for value gap, and we're back into the breaker again.
Yeah. I just saw this return.
Just consolidating.
I just saw this return to this order block here again. See how we've come, the wick came all the way up inside it, and then we came back down, and we just tagged the edge of it now. So now we should start getting a nice drive down. I want to see this eat through this candle, get through the bottom of it. So now this becomes our new order block that we can look for some support off of. Right now, this up close candle is not validated. It hasn't been broken above it yet, so it's not valid. So technically, we're still looking at this slot here. So we're between that high, this low. We're inside this range, and we're just banging around in here. So watch when I pull the fib tool from here. When I look at order, I really look at order blocks and where price is forming off of each candle and where they are relative to the range that we're looking at. So there's 62% of that little range from that candle's high to the little swing point we just put in here, return to 62%. And now you're looking for an extension down. I want to see, now that we've got below this candle here, that wick validated, I want to see this guy hold price now. And I want to see your coffers get filled right here, buddy.
So remember I sent you a picture of the 5-minute bearish order block that I saw on the micro chart?
Oh yeah, okay, here, let me see it right here. The breaker? Yeah.
It was a little, it's the one at 10:10 on the 5-minute that you couldn't see. Yours is it's an up close candle, but this micro chart had a down close candle.
Oh, did it? Oh yeah, okay, I see it.
Yep. And I just drew 50% of today's range, and 50% is the top of that bullish order block to the tick.
Is it really?
So
awesome.
So that's gonna be my target, and I'm back up $10. I held. You should have seen this breaker. This breaker that we talked about didn't touch, but held to the tick and 62% of the OT. I'll show you how that looks like. This is a micro fractional 30-second chart, but I have the breaker highlighted, so you'll see how we respected it perfectly.
So Derek is or Lauriston is short on the Dow at 1120. Oh, good for you.
Good. We just broke the lows on 1120. That's good.
Good for you. You got returned right back into this fair value gap. I like that break. All this consolidation crap here. You broke below it. Came back into 50% of it. I love it. Good call, Lauriston. That's my fire buddy. That's my man. Look at that. Like right. 50%. There's the consolidation range. You broke below it. Came back up inside of, there's an optimum trade entry right here on the reversal of that little range. Then you broke down below it. You came back into 50% of it. If you shorted right there at 1120, oh, you got 1120. Oh, you got in here. Oh, you got off of this price imbalance here. Yeah, well, 50% of that range, that's a beautiful little entry right there for a short. Consolidation, breakdown, break market structure to the downside, come back into 50% of that range. That's good. Objective one right here. That fair value gap fill. Good one, buddy. I like it. Nice job, Lauriston. I think I'm done looking this morning. Just nothing clear. I agree with you, Derek. It's just been a poop fest, as I see it, but maybe to be expected. Big day, CPI. Don't trade the next morning session. So I'll take a look at this afternoon. Ah, okay. Let me have a look at the Forex for tomorrow. Forex Factory.
Yes, back into the 5-minute inversion. Just hanging out.
Got a little imbalance here. I like this. I don't think there's any chance that's not going to get filled today, my friend. I don't know what your exit. What's your exit? Are you
my exit 4527.
Now, is that this fair value gap fill? 50% of the range?
No, it's literally just that. It's the 50%. See, your 50% and my 50% are different. My 50% is 4527.
Yeah, my prices are going to be way different than yours on.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a
Yeah,
forex
because
crap. This is
yeah. So pretty
MT5.
much, yeah, 50%, right? Your 50% is where I'm trying to exit.
Yeah,
Yep, the bottom of the fair value gap.
yeah,
Yep.
it's coming to you, my friend. Don't worry.
I hope so. I hope so. Well, yeah, we'll see. We're in lunch already, so that's insane.
It's
I don't
the
know how it's already
welcome to
11:30.
lunch battering, the battering
Yeah,
ram that occurs at lunchtime.
right at 11:30 is when we should see some type of some movement.
Uh-huh. Taking out the highs. This is the time to take these lows out here.
Yeah, the Dow taking out the 830 highs was beautiful.
This was just a magical entry right there. Right inside the fair value gap, right inside 50% of the consolidation when they broke down below it. And now Lauriston's got a beautiful little trade there. You just swept that low there. You're into that fair value gap, so that would be my first scale out. You might get a return back into this range here, 50% of this inversion fair value gap and this SIBI.
Darren, did you see the fractal 30-second micro ES chart I sent you on Skype?
Let me have a look at this. "30-second breaker." Oh yeah.
You see how when we first return, you can share it too if you want to the new guys, but you see how we return in and the body's closed right at the top, and then we come back to it and the body's closed right at the bottom of the breaker. I love to see that.
Yeah. So this is your breaker right here.
Yeah, and it's only the breaker because we took out buy side right there.
Yeah.
And then I drew the high to the low. We returned to the breaker, 70.5%. Nice little short entry right there at 70.5 OTE.
Yeah.
To take out sell side. And then we return to the breaker, hit 62%.
Yeah.
And then come back to the 5-minute. All right, thank gosh we're out of the 5-minute inversion. Come on. All right, I'm a point away from my target. Let's go.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get it. No sweat, man.
Right.
No sweats.
Right.
I got faith in you.
I
got faith.
Pop out.
You'll take it for sure.
I'm about to pop out 20 push-ups, and I just want to hear order filled as soon as I finish the 20 push-ups. All right, baby, you gonna go get your back rub?
What's your objective, Lauriston? Where are you looking to get out there? Look at that perfect fill of that fair value gap. I don't know if you're looking for lower prices. There's this little fair value gap down in here. I like that too.
Sorry, the wife was leaving. Order filled. Let's go.
There you go. Look at that. Right on the money.
All right, and I'm still short 8 contracts. Okay,
So you still got this price imbalance right here. So look for that guy. And also, there's a little tiny ones down. Oh, there you go. Slamming through.
Wait. What? I bought. What? I bought there. I bought and got out at the same time. Oh, I'm just exiting. I don't know what happened. What?
You
I was
bought?
short.
No, you don't want to buy.
Oh, I don't know what happened. See, it's this TradaWave thing. Yeah, I gave a little bit back. It's okay. That's okay. So instead of, yeah, because I set a limit order to get out 16 contracts, and I guess I was only short 8 contracts.
Right.
So when I got out for 16, it reversed me 8. So I bought 8. That sucks. That sucks.
All that waiting you were doing.
I know. All that. Hey, it's fine.
That's okay. We'll shake it off, man. We'll shake it off. We'll.
Yeah. Remember, I saw negative 200, and now I'm seeing plus 100.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
We're
On a day like this.
We're gonna Taylor Swift this thing. Oh, there you go. Look for this guy down here.
Look at that. Thank God I got out of my mistake instantly.
Yeah, because it's coming down.
Oh yeah. I wanted to share something with you. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's not in the chart.
Patience paid off. Way to go, Lauriston, man.
Yeah, good trade, Lauriston.
Look at that sucker. He got in at a beautiful little entry and nice cash out, bud. There's this little pocket of cash down in here now, and I like this. I like this little run below these lows here now. Do you have anything more in there, Lauriston, or did you just cash her out?
Well, thank God I heard order filled and I looked at it instead of just trusting the program.
Yeah. There's the run below the lows. Yeah, baby. Wish I could have closed off some profits, but Top Step sucks with that. Just moved my stop. Oh yeah, if you got your stop, I'd hug that stop. That low order block here. Look at this guy right here.
This is the reaction we get because Dixie returned to that H1 inversion for value gap I was talking about.
Yeah, we're bottom of that daily fair value gap now. We're just banging off the bottom of that daily. Mind you, this is 25 minutes ago. Oh no, why do I have... Oh, I'm live with this one. There's no delay in... Oh, good. There's no delay in Dixie. So we're sitting right off of that daily fair value gap low. We've run back into it. We're sitting on the low. So if we hold there, I want to see that close today below that. If we run back up and tag the edge of that, I'm happy with that for a short. So that'll put some run up on all the other stuff. Let me have a look at
the NASDAQ just touched the midnight opening price to the tick and left off of it.
Yeah, I'm still delayed. It's hugged so tight right now, right above the 5-minute candle at 11. 5-minute candle. There's a little price imbalance on the 5. There's an inversion fair value gap sitting here on the 5. Oh man, that's beautiful. If you sweep all that lot down there. You got this imbalance over here on the 5 minute as well, Lauriston. Yesterday at 2055 or 2250, there's a price imbalance. We did work through it, but we've worked through it with buy side only. We've had a wick through it and a body through it. We haven't got anything through that for a gap. So look for price to return to there. I will put a little line on that. Keep your eye on this puppy back here with Lauriston. That is a ways down yet. And what's our 5 doing now? Yes, there you go. You're through this thing now. Lovely.
Wow.
Lovely, lovely.
Wow. And we used the M3 inversion for Valley Gap, like perfect to break down lower now.
You see where that suspicion came in the moment we drove through this breaker here with that wick, and I was like, I don't like the way that that drove through that. That's the that was the tipping point for me to go, nah, something's like, I think I'm going to go short now. And that's that point right there where it gave me a little, I don't like the looks of that. I'm going to have to put that in my journal today. What a perfect entry though, hey? Right back into that order block. Bang. Nice. Let's see if we'll get Lauriston his money here. You closed it out? That's all right, buddy. That's good money. I'll bet you that's good money anyway. Good for you. Good for you. So I'm going to kind of keep an eye on this one now because I like this. And I like this right here. We have a inversion fair value gap, and there's a little tiny price imbalance still sitting in here, so there's like a double overlap. So I want to see this kind of eat through this and close on this thing on a 5 minute, come back, get a little support, and start running back down in here. I want to see that provide support here. Right now this breaker here is last down close candle before run above an old high. So we've got this guy here is what we're banging off of right now. So I want to see that just give it up, get through here. This is where you get the support to blow through this guy. Consistency rule. Good for you, man. We've gone above 50% of the profit target. Would have gone above the 50% of the profit target. I like it, Lauriston. Good, buddy. Well done, well done. When are you short to get out? Have to buy. When you are short to get out, have to buy. Sorry I missed that one, Derek. I don't know if Derek's still here or not. Oh, you're still here. Okay, good. Sorry. What did I missed you say? When you are short to get out, you have to buy? When you're short, you have to get out. You have to buy. Not sure. Sorry, buddy. I'm not following you. Manal has gone, I guess. Manal, are you still here? I don't think he's here. Price imbalance. We didn't get below here though. Yes. We'll see if that provides some support. I referred to Joey saying he bought and was just explaining that when I sell, my stop take profit is to buy. Okay. That was for you, Joey.
What was it?
Where Derek was commenting on something you'd said. I referred to Joey saying he bought and was just explaining that when I sell, my stop loss take profit is to buy.
Oh, when I reversed by accident?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where you got out. Okay. Profit.
I'm proud of you, Lauriston. That's good work, buddy. Well done today. There's 50%. My eyes, they're burning. That's my fellow firefighter. You is hot, my friend. You is hot. He's burning.
NQ took out New York AM session low. It's a nice little reaction here.
Yeah, right off that 50%. I like that. There's also that little inversion fair value gap here, a little price imbalance right here. We're filling this fair value gap here, so I want to trade again but can't. Looks like a good long forming. Yeah, we'd have to get above. If you're going to go long on this, I'd like to see you get above this fair value gap here. Get some support on this.
I just noticed that 1030 crude oil inventories did nothing for us.
Did it do anything for crude oil? Oh, look at that. Came right.
Did it?
It came right into that. I've got this thing set a little low here. That's where it should be. Right there. Hit the bottom of that thing beautifully on that BISI. Reacted off it nicely. Right back into this order block. That's the breaker right there, last up close candle before running the low, these lows. So that big fat sucker right there, right to the body, inside that, we may even get a little piece of here, but we wanted to key off of here. I think I mentioned this morning. We want to see it come back into the weekly fair value gap low for support. Well, didn't quite tag it, but that's what I was calling for this morning on wait a second. No, may not have been what I was calling for. I was calling for the low. No, I was calling for this. That was just an hour ago. Where are we at here? I don't want to give any false information here. So we have swing below, taking out an old low, come back inside, mitigation, breaker, inside this breaker, short for here. That's natural gas finally. Natural gas to start running, get up there. There we go. Get above this little puppy right here, we get a breaker form for a long. I like that. Euro came all the way back to the daily fair value up high. Bodies are respecting that. Nice reaction off of that. Come back into the threshold of this, mean threshold. Does that find support right here and then continuation on the upside? Running for these equal highs. Mm. 15 minute. Where is that on our 15 minutes? So we have order block, run above, back inside fair value gap, inside the order block. Yeah, you're between these two right now. We've hit the threshold of this, filled that fair value gap. You're between these two fair value gaps right now. And we don't know where you're going from there, so I can't decide on that one. 62%. So now we've got to get down into, if you want to go long, you want to see this order block hold price. We've come to the body of that there. Wick.
Yeah. NQ just took London lows.
Yeah, we're coming back into that breaker now. I want to see it end, sit right on top of that thing there, or we could even dip into the midpoint is, ooh, that's through the mean threshold of that breaker. I want to see it come back in and find support at that little price imbalance that we had over here on the daily. I'd like to see it come back and find support in there, which is just inside that daily fair value gap. If we dip down in here, then you get the reversal for a run back up. Open Thursday fair value gap tap. Yeah, I like that as a potential for the next couple of days. See, the bodies of the candles are still on that 50% there. We've wicked up into the 62%, filled that the inversion fair value gap one more time, hit the high. NQ just closed the daily opening gap.
Let's see if ES closes daily opening gap. Remember, that was my morning target before this whole manipulation leg up.
Yes, yes. Look at that, right into that imbalance there. Beautiful. price delivery. Look at that. Lovely, lovely. Run
ES
down.
is bouncing off a hourly inversion right now.
So we could still get a pull past this into 50% of this if we're going to look for a run down. Right now, you're still stuck in the middle of this thing here. We are below the 79% though, which is a good sign. And we did come back to a price imbalance. I do like that too. But I don't think they're going to leave this untouched here. We might get a revisit on this fair value gap here first before we end up taking this low. Because we're not using this as any sort of rundown yet. We haven't even validated that the bottom of that yet. Lunch hour. I bet you'll get it before the 1 o'clock though. You'll get your objective. Too much consolidation for me there on the 5 minute. You're definitely in the premium level now for further shorts. A lot of resistance up here. You've hit the edge of that 10-minute order block.
Q's going for the lows while Dow's going up. So ugly. Dixie's right at the bottom of that H1 inversion for Valley Gap, so we should be going down on Dixie. Or we could go to the 50% of the inversion for Valley Gap, but...
For Dixie?
Yeah, we left a huge imbalance going up when we ran up at 11:30.
I see a 15-minute fair value gap on Dixie, just above inside the order block.
Yeah, we could return back to. I see 15-minute fair value gaps on both sides.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
Here.
Yeah.
This is an inversion now. So if we find support at this, start pushing into here. You got this order block to get through. Yeah, there's a lot for it to bounce around inside there yet.
Oh, I hate trading two different accounts like this, man. I need to just cancel my Apex already. I'm already halfway to getting funded on one of the accounts.
Oh, excellent.
So
good for you.
Thank you. It's just annoying because it's like I don't know if I want to even trade it after I pass it.
Is it just, it's not a, they use a different type of setup, is that it? Or is it all on TradingView?
So I have 3 accounts on TopStep, 2 accounts on Apex. So if I want to trade all 5 accounts together, I can't. I can only trade 3 at the same time with TopStep and then 2 at the same time with Apex. So I have to continuously...
Oh, jump back and forth.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know how to trade like that. I don't know if I want to be buying at the same spot on all 5 accounts, or if I should just be playing one more aggressive, one less aggressive, or what. At the beginning, I liked the idea because it was like, oh, I can take one loss on one account, or, you know, on these 3 accounts, and then go over to my Apex, and then that's a fresh account. Like, my mental is going to be refreshed. I don't have a loss on that account. I can risk the same 2%, you know, instead of cutting in half.
Right.
But I think for me personally, the 3 at TopStep is more than enough, and then I pass those, and then I can add more on the TopStep. But just jumping back and forth, I do not like.
Gotcha.
I took a little long ski, for like 2 points, but on mini contracts, not micro. 2 minis for like $170 on the other accounts that I haven't traded yet.
Oh, good.
That's another thing is Apex and TopStep, these prop firms, they want you to trade not every day, but there needs to be a limit of at least 10 trading days before you can get funded. So it makes you feel like you need to come in here every day and press a button.
Right.
It's good though. I got my trade in for the day for that account. I took the quick win because NQ ran the short-term high right at 12 o'clock. It took a little high, and that's where I got out. I mean, it had way more room to go back up, but it's good I got out because it literally took the high and went straight back down to take the low.
Nice.
On NASDAQ. Just a little scalp.
Perfect.
And and ES kept bouncing around. It closed below midnight open. And just kept bouncing around it. I didn't like that. But yeah, Darren, I recently ran into some people on YouTube that they trade like this. They have multiple accounts and they just trade them all at the same time.
Oh, really?
And you can trade a mini contract for 1 point, you know, 1 point on ES for $50, right? But they have 10 accounts, so that $50 turns into $500.
Yeah.
So they're taking that one trade a day for one tick, making 500 a day, keeps the 9 to 5 away.
That's right. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's definitely like gives you a lot of hope. It's very hopeful. But, ICT is just one account, all on that one account because he's so experienced. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
We're not there yet. So if we want to pay bills, there's easier ways for us with these prop firms. And there it goes, running up to the inefficiency I originally wanted to sell at.
That's which one's that? US? The 500 S&P?
On the NASDAQ, there's a 5-minute order block with a 5-minute SIBI.
Yeah.
And just targeting the bottom of that order block was what I wanted when I went long on ES, though.
Right.
It's okay. Right before ES ran these highs, these little short-term highs, it opened right at midnight opening price and then shot up. Use it like as a propulsion. But I'm not seeing anything yet. I don't know.
Well, Lorison called a long for sure. He says, "Oh, I see a long setting up." He definitely got the long.
Nice.
He's like, that looks like a good long for me. That was a while ago. It's definitely going long. He must have been seeing something I'm not seeing. Let me get to 5-minute here, see if I can see anything different. Yeah, I don't know. You could say fair value, came back into it, yeah. But I wouldn't have seen one there long until we broke this high. Like that guy there, then I'd go, okay, now if we find some support at this, came back, found support at it right there. That would have been my only long entry right there. And now you're into this guy. Consolidation again.
The Dixie just shot right back up into that H1 inversion for value gap I'm looking at. That's why the index just went down a little bit. So Darren, you don't take any paper trades while you're sitting here?
I still haven't figured out this paper trading thing here. I think I've got a paper trade account set up here. No, it's still not.
Through TradingView?
Yeah. But I can't even...
Click on paper trading. What does it say? Oh, there you go. You're in.
Yeah, I've clicked this all. I've said that yes to all of these. I've done paper trading on all of them, and it...
Let's see, just click it again. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
And, yeah, see, I click paper trading on all of them, and then suddenly I still don't have paper trading available.
Yeah, so you see how the buy and sell buttons are just they're translucent. They're not bold colors.
Right.
When you connect to a broker, they become bold colors. But when they're like that, see-through like that, that's how you know you're not connected to a broker.
Okay.
That's weird.
So do I have to connect to like Oanda or something?
No, Oanda is like if you actually have a Oanda broker. So you should be here. Click paper trading one more time, and right there on top of paper. Oh, there it is.
Right.
There you go.
But they
It's working now. Just see, I don't know why. See, okay, so your Dixie is working because you have real data on Dixie. Just go along real quick, or on the British pound, just go along real quick. Just click the blue button on the top left. There's settings too for that, for it to not pop up like that. And that's why I scalped this during lunch hours, because it just took lows.
Darren, for your information, your leftmost screen doesn't fit in your YouTube screen entirely. My left. Oh yeah, I see that little button there. I'll have to get that worked out on my OSB. Otherwise I'd have to drag this across. I didn't want to show my account number, even though this is demo. I didn't want to get in the habit of showing my account number up in the corner, so I kind of trimmed what you can see on my screen down. That's why you can't see it there, Derek. But you can't see the prices either, so I've got to try and find a way to if I do this, you might see it now. I'll pull that over a bit more and you should be able to see it now. Yeah, still haven't run the low out here at 850 or 950.
Yep. AM session low, yep. Dow hasn't either. It was only NASDAQ that did it.
Only NASDAQ, yes, it did. So
yeah, I think we're still on the way.
And Dow's like way up there. Dow doesn't get anywhere near its low yet.
It had to go fill
it had to come back up here, yeah. Back into this consolidation.
Yep.
The bodies are respecting that consolidation. They didn't go to 50%, came back into that fair value gap. Now they go potentially short there.
now ES is opening and closing below midnight opening price.
When you mark that on your trading,
I don't. I have an indicator.
Oh, you have an indicator. Did you have to buy that indicator, or did you just find it?
No, it's right there on the indicator thing. It's called Custom Sessions Open. And there's 3 openings you can use: Day Open, Session Open, London Open. I just use Session Open.
Custom open sessions?
Custom Open, Session Opens, and it's with a K. Type in KUSTOM. You have to type it in. There's millions of indicators on this.
Custom session. Open prices.
Yep, that's it.
Well, I got too many in there now.
Now double click the indicator, or yep, and in inputs, top left, right there. Just bring that to 23, and press OK. Yeah, you can also see how many you want to show for the last days. And I just verify on a 5-minute chart. And so back on the indicator, on the little 3 dots, add this indicator to the entire layout, the first option there. That's the first option, yeah. And then just go into your chart and see if it's the midnight open. And you can make it red or something bright if you want, or black.
For our settings?
Yeah. See, that's weird. I don't even see the red one. Do you see the red one? Oh yeah, I guess I do. Yeah. Whatever your preference is.
And then where the heck is it?
And then you can collapse the indicator name, like collapse it right under the top on the left of it, all the way on the left, under the sell button. Yeah, just right there. Yep. Be a little bit more room.
And then you should see the black line in here for.
Yeah, go to I mean, even on a 15-minute chart, you should see it. Yeah. Just hit save on the top of your chart under yep, and then just refresh the screen, F5 or refresh.
F5.
And go. See, that's regular trading hours, so you don't see midnight.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. There's your session open. Nice. So on ES, we were using that for support, and then we started using it as resistance, and now we're just bouncing around it. But a lot of my trades come from session open, like that midnight open.
Right.
I should just say midnight open, because sessions are different. You have New York AM session, lunch session, PM session, overnight session, Asia session, London session.
Oh yeah, that's only this. That's only the. Oh, that's right. It's midnight.
And then another little cool trick, well, yeah, but where those little 3 dots were, where you know how you add this indicator to the entire layout, you can also press copy there as well, and then on another tab with trading view, just press paste if you want to move your indicators around like that. You don't have to research them. You just copy and paste them.
Oh, so you just grab this, say right click. Oh, yeah, it's no right click.
In the little three dots.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, it says copy.
Copy.
And then you can just go to another chart and press paste.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And I could actually go over and do something different over here. Then I don't have to go. Like I can just go right click, or I can go. Let me try this. So I go copy, and then I go into here, and I go paste,
Yep.
and then I can say, then I can hit that.
And then you can hit add this indicator to the entire. You gotta click the little three dots.
I have to click three dots. Add this entire layout. Yeah, okay.
Then it's on all of them, just like that. Boom. And then you can also, choose where, like, the visibility of it, if you want to see it on the daily charts, on the 5-minute charts, on the months.
You just right click that and put that under the.
No, you gotta left click the three little dots, or right there in the settings. Actually, there's a little settings icon. Yep, and then visibility on the right. Yep, and you can just customize it if you want to see on the months or what. And I don't know, but mine doesn't show on monthly charts. I don't know if it's just automatically built in like that or what, or daily charts either.
Could this be an SMT divergence with the indices? Let's have a look. These are all days. Yeah, if you look at this run here, we've broken this high. We have not broken this high. We've not broken that high. This high has definitely been broken.
I mean, also, what SMT divergence on what time frame are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because there's SMT divergence on every single time frame down to the 1 second chart. And YM just came back to a spot I wanted to short, and I missed it, and it like rejected right off of it.
Lauriston's out of here today. Well, okay, Lauriston, have a great day. I'm done for the day. Be safe. Happy trading. NASDAQ taking out the low, but ES is not taking out the low. Are you looking, which time are you framing you on there? Hour. Taking out the morning lows. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, on the 5-minute, S&P hasn't taken out the morning low yet. The Dow Jones not anywhere near it, and yeah, you're right. The low has been taken out with the NASDAQ for sure.
Yep, took out London low.
So that's your
and AM low.
That's a divergence for sure. Yeah, I don't think it's going to leave this untouched before it runs the low here. could be wrong, but I think it's going to revisit this 50% of this range here before it starts to break that low.
Nice reaction on Dow, just like I wanted. There's a pretty decent size volume balance created between 1124 and 1125 on the 1 minute. You can see it. I thought that was the draw of the liquidity. Just want to see us leave from there now. But NASDAQ and ES are pushing up higher.
Hmm. I'm looking at this little pocket here now. Well, I think that's it for me, boys. My back has had enough for today. My back has been really hurting lately, so I'm going to call her quits for today. I wish you guys all the best. Keep going on with your sight lines there, Joey. I think you've got some good ideas. And Lauriston's out. And Derek, I don't know if you're sticking around, but enjoy the rest of your trading day, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the Thursday unemployment claims. We'll see what that's like.
Heck yeah.
All right. Take it easy, guys. All the best.
Take it easy.
Talk to you tomorrow.